EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. 20 to the right side, complete to Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Say hi. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's Isabella open on the right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, zoom.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Marcus May.
He's checking.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it. You got
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
On on second down. It's Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now, it's Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. But now it's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Cousins on 1st down. On the right side, caught by Green. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, and caught, right side, Green. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with a carry. It was the linebacker, Leonard Floyd, on the stop.
At the Browns' 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down, it's Hill. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 39.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 52. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go. You tight.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31 on first down. Cohen. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big deep.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's got Green. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth Roberts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or in it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Go, go. See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me first. Quaker Omaha. Mike 57.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57. Five. Get ready.
Cousins again. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Two. Check 26, check 26. Watch twist. Pilot, 64, weak.
Final play of the half, Cousins. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Cousins able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. And several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Gun!
On 2nd down, Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Justice Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead's down to 24. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
D-line, get that quarterback. Save. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Get that ball. Check.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Out to the right, here's McKinnon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You got it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, let's go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Hey.
This time Jackson will throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Jackson. That's going to be caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This is Cohen on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
He's coming.
Throwing, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Yellow.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Cousins now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Hill. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Cousins. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start things on 1st with Tariq Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They're not ready for this.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
That's what I do.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 3. Gun. I got it.
Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? Man left. Alert. Quaker Omaha. 3 down. Watch out. Hey, Steamer.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? To throw, Cousins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marcus Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And an alley to run. 30, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.